Welcome to Burns Hustles, where we turn side hustles into cash. Have you ever wondered how to capture stunning travel photos? Welcome to the fascinating world of travel photography. It's all about immortalizing the fleeting moments and enchanting sceneries that make each journey unique. You see, great travel photography does more than just document a trip. It elevates your entire travel experience, giving you a new lens through which to view the world. So whether you're an amateur or a seasoned photographer, there's always something to learn. Stay tuned to learn tips and tricks for taking amazing travel photos. The first step in capturing stunning travel photos is understanding your camera. There's a variety of cameras to choose from. The traditional DSLR, the compact mirrorless, the handy point and shoot, and not forgetting the smartphone camera that's always in your pocket. Each camera has its unique strengths, and the choice depends on your needs and style. The DSLR, with its interchangeable lenses, offers versatility. The mirrorless camera, on the other hand, is more portable without compromising on image quality. For those who prefer something simpler, a point-and-shoot camera might be your best bet. Last but not least, smartphone cameras today are capable of producing high-quality images and offer the convenience of editing and sharing on the go. But owning a camera isn't enough. It's essential to know your camera inside out, its features, settings, and how they can be manipulated to get the best shot. Remember, every setting tweak could be a step towards a masterpiece. Mastering your camera is the first step towards capturing stunning travel photos. The secret to capturing great photos lies in the composition. Now you might be wondering, what's this composition you're talking about? Well, composition refers to the arrangement of elements in a photograph, and it's a crucial aspect that can make or break your shot. Let's start with the rule of thirds. Imagine your viewfinder is divided into 9 equal rectangles, 3 across and 3 down. The rule of thirds suggests placing your subject along these lines or at their intersections. This technique helps to balance your photo and make it more engaging. In travel photography, you could place a landmark along these lines or position the horizon on the top or bottom third of your shot. Next, we have leading lines. These are lines within an image that leads the viewer's eye to another point in the image, or sometimes out of the image. Roads, bridges, or a stream can act as leading lines. By using them, you can guide the viewer's eye towards a point of interest. For instance, a winding path leading towards a mountain can create a sense of depth and draw the viewer into the scene. Then there's framing. This refers to using elements within your shot to create a frame around your main subject. This could be anything from archways and windows to overhanging branches or even people. Framing helps to isolate your subject, drawing the viewer's attention directly to it. In a bustling market or a crowded landmark, framing can help your subject stand out. Remember, these techniques are not fixed rules, but guidelines that can help you take more compelling photos. They are especially important in travel photography, where you're trying to capture the essence of a place or a moment. But the key is to experiment and see what works best for your style. Remember, a well-composed photo can tell a story more effectively. So the next time you're out exploring the world with your camera, keep these composition techniques in mind. They might just turn your good photos into great ones. Scene script. Lighting and timing play crucial roles in travel photography. Imagine you're standing in front of a breathtaking landscape. It's a sight to behold, but your photos don't do it justice. They're either too dark or too bright. What gives? Well, it's all about harnessing the power of natural light. The sun, our most abundant source of light, can either be your best friend or your worst enemy in photography. It's all about how you use it. When shooting outdoors, make sure you're not fighting against the sun. Instead, understand its path and work with it. Positioning yourself in relation to the sun can dramatically change the mood and texture of your photos. Now, let's talk about timing. Ever heard of the golden hour? It's that magical time shortly after sunrise or just before sunset. The light during these periods is soft, diffused, and often golden, hence the name. This light can breathe life into your photos, adding depth and dimension that's hard to replicate at other times of the day. But don't limit yourself to just these times. Overcast days can provide beautifully diffused light, while the harsh noon sun can create interesting shadows and contrasts. The key is to be observant, flexible, and creative. Remember, photography is a game of light and shadows, and the clock is your playing field. The more you understand these elements, the better your photos will be. With the right light and timing, even the most mundane scenes can look extraordinary. The right gear can make a world of difference in your travel photography. Let's dive into some recommendations that will take your shots from good to great. Starting with cameras, there's no one-size-fits-all. For those on a budget, mirrorless cameras offer a great balance of cost and quality. They're lighter than DSLRs, making them perfect for travel. If you've got a bit more to spend, full-frame DSLRs offer superior image quality and performance, especially in low light. When it comes to lenses, versatility is key. A wide-angle lens is a must-have for capturing sweeping landscapes and cityscapes. A telephoto lens, on the other hand, is great for isolating subjects and capturing detail from a distance. If you're packing light, consider a quality zoom lens that covers a wide range of focal lengths. Next, tripods. They are essential for sharp, steady shots, especially in low light or when using slow shutter speeds. Look for something lightweight, yet sturdy. Carbon fiber tripods are a solid choice, albeit a bit pricier. Aluminum tripods, while heavier, offer good stability at a lower cost. Now, a few factors to consider when choosing your gear. First, your budget. Photography can be an expensive hobby, but remember, it's not all about the gear. Your skill and creativity are just as important. Second, weight. You'll be carrying this equipment around, so make sure it's something you can comfortably handle. Last, versatility. The more versatile your gear, the more situations you can handle, which means more opportunities for amazing shots. Lastly, don't forget about accessories. Spare batteries, memory cards, and a good camera bag can make your life a lot easier on the road. And remember, while gear is important, it's just a tool. It's your vision and creativity that truly make a photograph stand out. So, experiment, practice, and most importantly, have fun with it. Investing in the right gear can greatly enhance your travel photography experience. Post-processing is the final step in creating stunning travel photos. And it's not just about slapping on a filter and calling it a day. It's about bringing your unique vision to life and enhancing the raw beauty captured by your camera. The importance of editing in travel photography cannot be overstated. Think of it as the final brushstroke on your canvas, a chance to fine-tune and perfect your masterpiece. Let's start by talking about software. Adobe Lightroom and Photoshop are industry standards, offering a wide range of editing tools for both beginners and professionals. Lightroom is great for batch editing and organizing your photos, while Photoshop is perfect for more complex edits. If you're on the go, Snapseed and VSCO are handy mobile apps that offer powerful editing tools right at your fingertips. Now let's delve into some basic editing tips. First up, adjusting exposure. This is the brightness or darkness of your photo. If your photo is too dark, increase the exposure. If it's too bright, decrease it. Simple, right? Next, let's talk about contrast, which is the difference between the darkest and lightest parts of your image. Increasing contrast can make your photo pop, while decreasing it can give your image a softer, more dreamy look. Then we have saturation. This controls the intensity of the colors in your photo. Boosting saturation can make your colors more vibrant, but be careful not to overdo it. You don't want your photo to look unnatural. Remember, editing is a subjective process. There's no one-size-fits-all approach. It's about enhancing what's already there, not completely altering the scene. Lastly, practice makes perfect. Experiment with different settings and techniques. You might make mistakes, but that's part of the learning process. You'll soon develop your own unique style and approach to editing. With the right editing techniques, you can turn your good photos into great ones. Let's summarize what we've learned today. We started by understanding your camera, unraveling the magic it holds, and learning how to harness its power. It's your tool, your companion, and your vision's translator. Then we dived into composition techniques, implementing the rule of thirds, using leading lines and playing with perspectives can significantly enhance your visuals. Lighting and timing came next. we discovered how these elements can make or break a photo. The golden hours of dawn and dusk, the harsh midday light, all have their unique charm and challenges. We moved on to gear recommendations, exploring lenses, tripods, and filters. Remember, the best gear is the one you have with you, and that serves your purpose. Finally, we touched upon post-processing tips. Editing is where you can turn a good photo into a great one, using software to polish and perfect your shots. With these tips and tricks, you are now ready to capture stunning travel photos. Happy shooting!